No problem.
And a bit farther.
That's good.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
What are they going to do?
Second and 3. Being chased out left. And he's got it.
Damn!
The end zone.
Kyron Williams.
Love the animation. Fuck.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So the call is made by Sean.
We should get another
They're going to
franchise.
go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw.
Oh my god, what a delicious shot.
He's got it.
I'm not gonna lie, I knew that we were supposed to play Reggie. He was never gonna be on.
They'll take an 8-7 lead.
How can you say that, fuck nut?
Huh?
Do it.
I'm gonna hit it to
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Dallas. Oh well. Pound time, we'll be fine.
DJ Dallas to return it from his
Yeah, got it! Dang.
decision to bring it out. Not a good one as he's tackled it to 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trying.
Oh, good on
SDK!
Pacer. They need a touchdown.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaughan, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. And just shutting him off there. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I've been hungry.
He's worked relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field.
I'm losing, but I have way more everything.
How about his ability to get tackles?
Yeah, way more than what?
I see how you're gonna play that.
Players combined for their
Well,
team's
bench.
first
I'm
sack.
like-
You need a little blitzing.
I'm not even designing
To
my
at least
list.
get some of this yardage back
You
after
need
the
to
sack. Second
next
and
to
19.
fucking kill itself.
Rolling to his right.
Yeah.
What? You lucky bitch.
And he goes down
How do you like
once
that?
more than
Oh,
one
don't worry
defender
about it,
there,
sweetheart.
and that's a
Oh, looks like I
loss
got
of
one
5
sack,
on the
then, huh?
sack.
But this is what happens
What?
when you get
Everything
behind the
exactly.
chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations,
okay,
hard to
yeah,
vary it up
yeah.
and fool a defense.
You
No.
hate those situations if you're an lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt,
No,
because
no.
you just know they're coming, and you never know
Nah,
exactly
no,
how,
I
and it can be
didn't.
exotic in
Bet
their
on
blitzes,
that.
or their
Yeah, I
athletic
do.
ability just takes over.
Dropped it.
You son of a bitch. You think I'm putting? What?
Open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up.
Yep, Doc has some 3 minutes.
Man, and broke the play up.
They snap it to Smith. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf
Over the
on
ball.
the deep ball.
Yeah.
Bounced off his hand.
A real head scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Don't worry about
Partner,
it.
I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage of the game, but you think social
I got
media
you.
may
Don't worry
be
about it. I got
a
you.
little bit right now.
He should have just threw the ball. Bobby Wagner did not do that.
People wondered what that decision was. But it takes me back
You think it Chuck the Bear
years
Paper.
ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early.
Yeah.
Playoff game. Let's see if
Stafford.
this team can recover.
This one.
Aggressive and capital letters.
You're watching?
7
That's
underscore.
like
I mean, that's the definition
All
of
right.
aggressive.
You,
Yeah, you can
you
almost hear
know
the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Go down. He's sacked back.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Wagner.
Come on, Justin. Fuck me.
In there to drop him for a loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Justin!
Out here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back.
I got chocolate milk on my ass. Call me a chocolate swirly.
On the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense,
touchdown, Rams! Kyron Williams, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? To forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Smith on first down. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. We're talking about a great call on special teams, a gutsy call. They fake the extra point. They'll wind up getting 2 for the price of 1. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Oh, Justin, don't eat your ass.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Going up top for Kupp. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for LA. And even 60 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about.
Offense.
So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Smith. He'll buy some time right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try and run Walker. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, Smith. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up on his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford on the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Play action. Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why do you call play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Off of play action. Here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. We're in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Stafford. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Stafford. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Willen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other one?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get to pick six. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Inside the 20. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's Smith now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Well, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hitman. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completion. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Finding Williams once more, complete. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Williams. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one or behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to throw, Smith. That is caught. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action, it's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. they start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Gets past one man. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Stafford. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now Stafford. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it, and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 16. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On first down, Stafford here. That is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some confidence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing now, Smith. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that resulted.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Lee Grove.